Hey guys, Troy here. Dallas Card Show Day 2. Going inside, make some trades, make some deals. Let's get to it.
I offer to pay full retail price, $25. Just
Isn't that a crime if you mark a price?
What kind of deal? What kind of man is this? They won't take $25. He has a sticker asking for $25. It's sold. Come on, man.
I'm a known scammer, known pump and dumper. It's a bad
man.
reputation.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I recognize you from your.
Yeah, I think we follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
I actually
like watching you. You put out a lot of content.
Yeah, I do. I try, man. I try.
Yeah, you do good.
I try to do what I can.
It's great. I enjoy watching you. That's awesome. It's a great work.
Yo, appreciate it, man. Adding it to the set.
Yeah.
We're almost there. We're getting there. Alright, broke the ice. Good to go. Hey guys, so unfortunately, the audio for the second day of the card show got so messed up. I got back and I put it in the camera and I was so disappointed. I met some great people. I made some great connections and I went to Dallas, yes, because I wanted to go to the card show and I picked up some cool stuff, but also because I know you guys really enjoy it and I wanted to make good content for you. But I decided to kind of take this as a, it feels like an L, but just look at the positive side. And I had a cool idea. Growing up when I was watching ESPN a lot, they used to have this really cool segment. It was called Gruden's QB Camp. And I thought, okay, I have the footage of the deals and you can hear some of it. There'll still be some audio in there as well. But I kind of wanted to talk you guys through what I was thinking, why I pulled the trigger, why maybe something didn't work out, and the stuff I took away from it. And maybe that'll help you guys if you ever decide to go to a card show or just do trades, buy things in general. But with that being said, let's break down the film. Let's have some fun here, guys. I think we can turn this into something kind of cool. So one of the first tables I went up to was a guy called Card Crack. Shout out to you. That's the homie. And he asked me what I had, and I showed him 2 cards that he was interested. Well, actually 3 cards he was interested in. I had my Messi PSA 8 rookie, and then I also had an Ansu Fati Obsidian PSA 10 and a Cristiano Ronaldo Topps Chrome Promo PSA 10. He was interested in those 3 because those are 3 kind of in-demand cards. Those are cards that people want, that people ask about. And originally, we kind of came to a price or a value that we thought was fair. The problem was it's a lot of money, especially as a dealer. I don't mean to talk for him, but this is just how I remember it. It's a lot of money for a dealer to just splash out in cash, especially when there's a little bit of uncertainty in the market. Just to have some guy walk up and you're giving him, basically $3,500. That's a lot. So we figured out pretty quickly that probably wasn't gonna work. So we decided maybe we could do a trade. And also pretty quickly, I just took a quick look and I was like, okay, I don't think we're gonna get to 3,500 in trade. So we took the Messi off the table and it was the Ronaldo and the Ansu Fati, which we valued around $1,000. And the 2 biggest things I learned from before that I kind of used in this deal was, first of all, I've done trades and I always felt so terrible afterwards because I was like, why did I trade for these cards that I don't want or I don't believe in? I always say have a plan. And I was looking at his cards there and they're nice cards, super high-end cards. I'm sure plenty of people would want them, but just for me personally, I was like, okay, I don't know why I'd only be taking this card back because it happens to be here. Maybe you might stumble into something you actually like or you believe in, but I just have made a rule for myself that I'm not just gonna trade for a card because the value happens to match up. It has to be something I believe in and I actually want. And the second one that I was kind of applying here is not being afraid to take a loss. I think with the sports card market, with how it's been, taking a loss for people is unheard of. Stuff was going up 2-3x. People really expected okay, yeah, 2x conservative. It's not that way anymore. So with the Ansu Fati Obsidian that I was including in the deal, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be down from what I paid for it, but I think maybe my money would be better served in other places, or there's stuff I kind of believe in more. Eventually, we weren't really able to come to a deal, so we just agreed. I sold the Ronaldo for $250 cash, kept the Ansu Fati, so didn't make the big deal maybe we were hoping for, but still made a profit on that Ronaldo, so can't complain. Next one, really nice guy, I forget his name, but he had a Luka that really caught my eye. I've wanted the Luka Prism Blue for a long time. He had the fast break version and a BGS 9.5. Super high-end card. And like, I'll just give you the tip right away. I've learned when stuff like that you don't see every day, if you get an opportunity at it, it's really worth your while to go after it and see if you can figure something out. And basically, this one is short. His buddy knew more about soccer and he came over and looked at my cards and was basically telling him that he didn't think he should make the trade. I mean, fair enough. It's up to each one. He also said some weird things. He's like, oh, this Topps Chrome Ronaldo is not what this is the lower end Topps Chrome. I think maybe he was getting confused with Holland Bundesliga because that's Ronaldo's only Topps Chrome from that year. But nevertheless, deal didn't work out, but I thought I would at least take a shot at that Luka. Really want that card, maybe someday. Next one, buying the Messi World Cup Premium PSA 9 2010. Really nice card. This is quick as well. This was a super easy deal, so I won't even talk that much about it. Shout out to Cactus Cards. This one just taught me the importance of connections. We follow each other on Instagram. He's such a nice, friendly guy. I like to think I was pleasant as well, and I certainly wanted to make a deal with him just because, you know, I like the guy, honestly. And I think there was at least some reciprocation. He said he was a fan of the channel, which you saw earlier. So that just showed me, like, you know, those connections, not even just, you know, it sounds kind of shady just saying like, oh yeah, I used the connection for a good deal. I think it was a fair deal for both parties, but just it makes it so much easier and so much enjoyable for everyone when you're just pleasant and you have that connection and you know each other. So I was really happy to buy a card from him. Fourth one, this was just a quick one. I was buying a Curtis Jones red Prism rookie card and then a Jack Harrison Prism base. This one's easy again, but if you guys are going to the card shows, you might see all these deals. Okay, why would I go to a card show? I'm not going to be buying these, you know, $100,000 deals Sasha T is doing or something like that. But I found card shows are actually a great place to buy raw cards because, for instance, that Curtis Jones, right? I got it for $20. That's about the comp on eBay. It's probably like more like 25, but then you take out the eBay fees, the seller's only getting about 20. So $25 on eBay plus $4 for shipping plus, you know, another $2 for tax. That's $31 versus 20. That tax and shipping adds up, especially on this low-end cards. And it only sounds like $10, but the difference between those two, that's a 50% increase to what you'd be paying versus what I got it at the show. And that wasn't even just because I was an amazing haggler or the guy gave me a steal. It's because you just save on that shipping. And then he also threw in just a Jack Harrison Prism base, which once again probably would have cost me $5 to get to my door. And even more than that, the best thing, you can inspect it in person. So if you're buying like $20 raw cards, man, I think card shows are a great way to go. And last but not least, I bought another raw card. Not something I've been doing too much lately, especially with PSA shut down, but this one was special. And this will be an interesting experiment. So I went to the table originally, and there was one of the few people who had Formula One Topps Chrome. That's kind of like a takeaway from the show, which I'll do a full takeaway video if you guys are interested, but they said like Thursday, anyone who put out any Topps Chrome stuff, or excuse me, Formula One stuff, it was just gone. People were snatching it up. People were really interested. So I saw a guy and he had a Max Verstappen Topps Chrome Refractor. Early in the day I saw it. I was super interested in kind of going back and forth. It was early in the day. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna pull the trigger on this expensive raw card right now. I'll come back. I came back later. I still had a little money. He was gone, but I was talking to his buddy about it, who was telling me kind of his bottom dollar. And the problem was there was some much lower comps, around 225, and he wanted around 300 for it. And I was saying, man, this is tough for me. It's tough for me to go so above comps when you don't have to pay fees or anything like that. And he was saying, yeah, I totally understand. The guy who was talking to, his buddy, was saying, I actually agree with you. This is just what he's telling me is his bottom dollar. But this is also another mini tip. Just ask people for advice. People who have really done this, ask them for advice. I've talked to people who really do grading and like kind of use that to build up their bankroll. They said one of the tips they gave me was don't be afraid to pay up for a card you think is in good condition, because it'll make all the difference. If you're consistently getting the 10 rate, it'll be much better for you than opposed to, you know, cutting corners and like trying to get the absolute cheapest. raw cards you can, you'll do a lot better if you can increase your gem rate as opposed to just purely trying to get the cheapest raw cards you can pick up. Because quite often, there's a reason they're that cheap. And that was kind of the case with those ones that sold for low comps. You couldn't even see the back of the card. And with Formula One Topps Chrome, goes into knowledge as well. There is very frequently like a major print mark on the back of the card. And that automatically, you're looking at a 9 at best. And like, it's really significant. It's on a lot of the refractors, a lot of the autos, so look out for that. And this one looks super clean. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I might have overpaid, but we'll see what happens. Also, real quick, no story time on these two, but I also picked up a Karl Anthony Towns Prism Silver, BGS 9.5, low pop, especially the silvers from this year. Picked it up for, I think it was $350. Figured pretty low risk to get a silver of a guy that good. And I also picked up a really cool Tracy Mcgrady rookie card that just quite frankly caught my eye. It looks kind of like a select courtside, but then also mixed with an X-Fractor. Really cool. This one, just glad to have it in the collection. I've been looking for a nice Tracy Mcgrady for a while. Oh, and also the good news is I realized the audio mistake and we went to a really cool soccer trade night hosted by Soccer Cards Net and met some people who have been on the channel before, so thought maybe you guys would enjoy that as well. All right, Brian, SLI in the house.
You gotta lower, yeah.
Yes, sir. Big trade night. Pick up anything good?
Ooh.
That's the one.
Bro, I've been dying to get one of these.
Big trade, let's see it.
PSA 10, 2006 Panini Candy. Troy would rather have the National Landmarks, but we traded the National Landmarks for and plus 3.5 for this 2006 Panini Candy, so.
Yeah, but what do I know? You guys are making big time moves. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Hey man, I appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate it. It was good to see you. Got the boy, Brandon.
Yo, what's up?
Logical, everyone's in here.
What's up, man?
We're making deals in here. Love to see it.
Shout out to Card Hour. Pulisic, he's going to tear it up against Man City this upcoming week.
Card Hour, he's supposed to be on the next flight. Where are you? Everyone's asking where you're at. You need to be here. I don't know. I can't talk about soccer without you here. I'm lost. I need my guy here. But all right, guys. Once again, thanks for bearing with me. I know the audio was messed up. Hope this was still useful to you guys and you enjoyed. We're going to do a full Dallas takeaways video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy it. And we're going to keep the videos coming. Thanks again.